Welcome to the NoobTube YouTube channel for day 242. Now this was for the 29th of April, which was a Saturday. So if you're watching this in a sequence, I made a mistake and I actually missed a day, and I forgive myself, and I'll deconflict it. So in the video for day 243, that was a Sunday, so day 242 was a Saturday. On Saturday, I had a coaching call with Jeffrey Combs. I did work. It was the first day where I could really just take a breather because I had been doing the insurance platform, and they've had me just running ragged. Now, I'll tell you about this insurance platform. So here's the deal with the insurance platform. It costs a lot of money, right? It costs $2,500 every 2 weeks. So $5,000 a month, $2,500 a week. That is a king's ransom to me anyway. Maybe for some other people it's not, but for me it's a lot. And some people just can't even imagine, because that's $60,000 a year. But that platform has people sending calls all throughout the day of people to sign up for insurance that are generally interested. Now, some of them aren't. Most of them aren't, actually. But in the beginning of the week, was on this platform, and it wasn't working out so good. I was like, oh, this is not working out. But, I'm still new to this. So I just kept doing it. So the way it works is the platform has these people, these openers. They have these people, I think they're from the Philippines. Good quality people from the Philippines are reaching out to people, and they're transferring interested people to the licensed agent, which is me, and others who are paying for this service. So they operate from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Right? There's an hour in the middle of like 1:30 for lunch, but it's from 9 to 6, and it's nonstop. So here's the deal: if you're not at your desk and you're not logged in and you're not taking calls, it's costing you money. It's costing me money. But if I am there and I have my ass in the chair, AIC, as my coach would say, Jeffrey Combs, if my ass is in the chair and I'm in a zone of production and I'm working, we make sales. And toward the latter end of the week, I'm starting to figure things out. I've got a couple of sales. So, I made 3 sales on Friday. Actually, I made 2 on Friday, but one was kind of a carryover into Saturday because the lady didn't have all of her prescriptions. So I had to call her back on Saturday, and I called her back on Saturday, which was day 242, and I closed the sale. So I count that as 3 on Friday. I believe I had 2 on the day before that and 1 the day before that. And then on today is Monday. So make a long story short, it's about a $300 commission for every sale that you get. So if I'm getting $600 a day, 2 sales a day, that's worth it, right? That's worth it. 1 sale a day is not so much. Maybe you're working for free. If you're not there at your desk, it's going to cost you money. And this is like the most, because it's all new and I'm talking to people for the first time and it's coming in, it's hot and it's heavy and it's coming, right? The calls are being transferred. And the way they're being transferred is that this is this kind of the disconnect that I was kind of led to believe, was that the seniors were calling and responding to advertising. They were seeing a commercial or they were responding to some advertising. No, these seniors may have done that at one point, but they're like leads on the list. So the virtual assistants are going and calling them and then getting them on the phone with me. So it's like, well, you got, when I'm on the phone with the senior, and this is like the beginning of the week, I'm like, how can I help you? I'm like, what do you mean, how can I help you? You're the one who called me. How can I help you? So So I had to rephrase that. It's like, okay, no. So the VAs are calling the senior, and then when the senior agrees to be transferred, and sometimes they don't go willingly, and then sometimes some of the seniors are like, I don't want to be transferred, I don't want to change my plan, or I don't want this or that, but some of them do. And some of them do. It's like, yes, I'm in the wrong plan. Somebody changed me. I'm terribly unhappy. My needs have changed. I need dental. I need that money. I got to get that rebate. I got to get some of that Part B premium back. So I'm making a couple sales. So the day that I'm recording this video, this makeup video for day 242, which was for Saturday, the 29th of April. Today's the 1st of May when I'm actually making this video. I made 2 sales today. I'll talk more about that in 245 video when I make it tomorrow. But this system works, but you've got to be on the phones all day, and it's like going like rounds with Mike Tyson. You just can't just like take a break for a couple hours, and you got to take one call right after another. There's 2 breaks and there's 1 lunch, and you need, apart from like maybe like after a call you can use the restroom and get a drink, but you better be back online and you better be back receiving calls. Otherwise you will be losing money. Now, if you're making 2 sales a day, that means you're making 3, six times 5, $3,000 a week. $6,000 biweekly. You're paying $2,500. So it's roughly a 50-50 split if you're getting 2 sales a week. But here's the best part with Medicare. You get that renewal every year. You make that $300 every year. So that business, you keep that business going. You reach out. You keep a relationship going with the people that you're selling to. You send them, a card. You send them a birthday card. You send them a holiday card. You send them a thank you card after they make a purchase. You reach out to them sometimes. You let them know that you're still there and you're thinking about them and you care about them. You do that, you're going to keep that business on your books and you're going to make that money every year. So it's very possible that you could work a couple of years and you don't have to work anymore. You'll have an established book of business, and then you're basically home free. It's like passive income. You still got to like do a check-in. You still have to work and communicate with them. And plans do change. So every year, every November and the first part of December is open enrollment, and the plans change. So the benefits that they get this year may not be the same benefits. They could be dramatically different from one year to the next. So that's why it's important to reach out and communicate with the seniors and let them know what's going on. So it could be a very big business. And right now, the baby boomers are retiring, and there's like 15,000 people turning 65 every single day. And there's not enough agents out there to handle all of that business. So, but there's also fierce competition, a lot of times people can do this themselves. They don't even need to work with an agent, but there's benefits to working with an agent. An agent is plugged in. It's like a travel agent. You can go to Expedia, or you can go to Delta or American Airlines or United. You can book your flights directly on the website for the airline, or you can use a travel agent. And a travel agent generally won't charge you any extra money for using the travel agency. However, the travel agent gives you their value add because they're getting compensated by the travel agency or by the airlines and the hotels and all that. The customer's not going to pay any more or any less whether they use a travel agent or they don't. It's like using a credit card at a store. A fun fact is that when you use a credit card at the store has to pay a small percentage to the credit card company. Well, if you pay cash or you use credit, in most places, or practically every place that I know, maybe there's some gas stations that don't do it like this, but most places, if you pay cash, you're going to pay the same price than a credit card. And I think they have some agreements or all that. Well, if you use an insurance agent for your Medicare, the insurance agent is going to be there to help you. It's going to tell you, like, hey, there's these things that are coming down the pipe. There's these changes. There's these benefits that are coming about. There's these benefits that are going away. These programs that you should be aware of. There's these deadlines and all that, and they are working constantly on behalf of their clients. If you do it yourself, you have no one else but yourself. I mean, if something happens, you don't know what you're doing. You're not an experienced insurance agent. You don't know what you're doing. I'll say that it's like this, and I'll end this with my gratitude for the day. I had a real estate agent, and I bought my home here in Central Florida, and I was going to buy this house in Kissimmee, and it was a nice house. And I bought it sight unseen, and I had because I was living overseas, and I had the real estate agent that I was working with make videos and all that, and he took lots of videos of the whole place, and I signed an agreement, I put down earnest money and all that, and it came back that there was a problem with the house because after I paid the due diligence and all that, home inspector had found a whole bunch of issues that were not addressed. So the the seller of the house lived in the United Kingdom, and he didn't want to make the repairs that were needed on the house. And I wasn't about to buy a house that needed repairs. So we had a problem. So I backed out of the deal. I was like, no, I'm not going to go forward with this purchase. So I know that the real estate agent had been working really hard. So we were back to square one. We thought we were going to buy this house, and I picked it out, and we were all excited and expecting everything to go through it, and it fell through. So me and my wife, when we came back to the U.S., we're driving around looking for other alternatives, and we go into a new construction place, and we find a new construction place. And we walked into like a model home, and the sales agent from the construction place greeted us, and she's like, we liked it. There was a model home that was just built. It was the first home in our neighborhood that had been built, and she's like, "Are you working with a realtor?" She's like, it's your choice if you want to put down a realtor or not. If you put down a realtor, the realtor will get a commission. But putting down a realtor or not putting down a realtor, you don't get any discount. It's not going to cost you any money, and it's not going to, you're not going to save any money, and you're not going to spend any money. It's entirely up to you if you want to include a realtor or not. And I said, well, that's really a no-brainer. I mean, I understand that the realtor had nothing to do with me finding the home that I bought and I'm living in right now, but the realtor had helped me with that other home, and I said, why not? It's not going to cost me anything, and I feel like, hey, I'm doing this person a solid. So I put the realtor down. He got his commission, and he was very grateful, and I'm grateful for him, and I'm grateful for the lady at the sales agent the home builders, and I'm grateful for the customers and the platform and everybody involved. It's all about gratitude. It's all about feeling that gratitude. It's a currency. Gratitude is a currency. You keep spreading that currency around, and those good positive feelings to other people, and it will come back and it will bless your life. So that's basically it. Now, that was my makeup session for day 242. So if you're going to watch 243, in that video for 243, I put 242. I don't know if anybody will catch it because I'm still not getting that very many views on my videos, but for posterity, and because I'm committed to making a video every single day, hopefully this is a long one, so this makes up for the fact that I missed a day. I mean, I've just been under a lot with this with this new platform. It's a lot to, it's been a very busy week. So thanks very much for watching. Grateful for you to be watching this. Let me know your thoughts and comments. Like, comment, subscribe. I will talk to you tomorrow. Thanks.